They told him he was broken, a robot who walked with wheels turned with calloused fingers. The hardened skin on his palm, warm, worn, and rigid from rubber friction, made them cringe at each handshake and wave, telling themselves they felt sorry for him, as if a five-letter word could act as a bandage he could use to heal the wounds their lying eyes left. They told him he was broken because his fingers shook every time they raised to salute the flag that flew above him, because his joints creaked and moaned like the ones on his chair, because even in the handicapped stalls, the walls made him feel claustrophobic. They told him he was broken because his heart wasn't purple enough, because the bullet that bruised his back wasn't from enemy fire. They told him he was broken when they turned their backs and walked away, disappointed with his war stories when he said that he was shot on a hunting trip. He wanted to lie, but never could. They told her she was broken because pre-calculus wasn't the only period she missed, because she reached her second trimester during first semester. They told her she was broken like the condom he flushed after a drunken night at a party. Not even a name, as if a name could act as a bandage she could use to heal the guilt that grew inside of her. They told her she was broken because the baby in her belly would never know who her real father was. The baby in her belly would never know how close she came to lying in a pan in an abortion clinic, would never know that her mother kept her, not because she wanted her, not because she loved her, but because of students and classmates who would whisper between passing periods, because of a God who would watch her every step, because of parents who told her that she would never be pure in the eyes of that God. She wanted to pray to that God, but never could. They told him he was broken when he had to pay for his own hospital bill and weeks worth of therapy, telling himself that he was beautiful, when they ripped his paintings from the walls, telling him that doctors make so much more money, as if money could act as a bandage he could use to heal the scars around his neck. They told him he was broken until the scars around his neck, on his wrists, across his body healed. They never healed, like a dog off its leash, frothing at the mouth, biting at his throat. The wounds they left never healed. He used to think that he could make it until the Ritalin kicked in, keeping him down to earth, but when his head was in the clouds, he could see the stars. They told him he was broken, not realizing they were hiding the next Vincent van Gogh inside the body of a pre-med student drowning in orange pill bottles, ready to kill himself. He wanted to kill himself, but never could. They told them they were broken, like the friend who couldn't hold his trigger finger, like the boy who couldn't hold his urges, like the rope that couldn't hold his weight. Their mouths, eyes, and minds told them they were broken every time they spoke, every time they stared, every time they thought they could fix them or save them from the fires that they burned in, not realizing they were the ones holding the match. Thank you.